Jeremiah chapter number 1, verse 5. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you. I ordained you a prophet to the nations. Such a great verse, but so common that sometimes we get too used to it and fail to understand the depth of the truth that lies in there. Most of the times we struggle with the thought that a great God, the creator of the universe, decides to love us. And not only that, but to call us to be co-laborers with him, to fulfill his purpose and his agenda. But we look at our moral failures, we look at our folly, we look at our failures, and we think, I'm not good enough. But you see, Jeremiah chapter number 1 verse 5 opens us to something very profound. God says, before you were formed in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I ordained you to be a prophet to the nations. What that means is, if God knew me before I was born and still called me, it means that God, as he was calling me, he factored in my stupidity. He factored in my foolishness. He factored in my moral failure. He factored in my bad decisions. He factored in my bad choices. He factored in everything and still went ahead to call me. And even when I went wayward, not knowing him, or even knowing him but went my own way, he knew I have free will and choice to choose a road and a path contrary to his will and his purposes. But even then, he still loved me so much that he sent his son to die on the cross for me, so that I may be saved from my foolishness, from my failure, from my flesh, from the sin that was leading me to hell. Like a father of the prodigal son, he still stood by the roadside waiting for the day that I can come home. You need to understand that despite how horrible and terrible a person you think you are, God loves you so much that he still called you. Despite all these things, he factored in everything that you are thinking is an excuse to why he cannot use you. But the devil wants to take advantage of that and bring us to a point and a place where we are opposed to God's love. When we are opposed to God's love, we refuse to accept it. And so we hide in the fact that we are intelligent enough to realize that religion is a scam. God does not exist. If there is a God, then he is not as loving as he claims. Those claims are not coming from the place of realization or discovery. In most cases, such thought comes from a place of failing to comprehend and accept that as horrible as a person I am, God still loves me. And the grace of God is powerful enough to transform me into a better person. Because you have tried everything. You have tried counseling. You have tried rehab. You have tried everything that is there to change who you are, and it has all failed. And so you think the bad and the folliness that you walk in is who you are. So you have to accept and embrace who you are, forgetting that God knew you, ordained you for his purpose, even before you were born. But because you've decided to embrace the folly you now begin to oppose, reject, and run away from God's love, because you cannot simply embrace the fact that he loves you. Today, sit down and think through all the horrible things that you have done that makes you feel you are not good enough for God's purposes and agenda. God already factored it in. He already thought and knew about it. Remember, he is all-knowing. But in his sovereign wisdom, he decided that he will still work with you. He will still use you. He still walk with you and take you to a place that he desires you to be and operate from. Whatever the case, understand this: God loves you. And all he is waiting for, like the father of the prodigal son, is you to come back home. Accept his love. Let him embrace you and let him make you into a man, a woman that he designed you to be. God loves you. Shalom.